All right, now I got.
And we are live. Welcome everybody to the J&J Dating Dynamics podcast. I am Jay, he is Jay, and this is J&J Dating Dynamics. Before we get started, Justin, real quick, tell me what we're talking about today.
Tonight we are talking about cheating and whether it's forgivable or not.
Okay, now before we jump into that, I've prefaced every show by saying Justin and I, we're not dating coaches. We're not experts in these subjects. We're just two guys out here doing it for real. But you can always count on a little help from your friends. And we have my man, my friend, Donovan Sharpe, who is an expert at
Yes.
all this stuff. Thank you for joining us, Donovan.
Oh yeah, of course, man. It's interesting. We always get in here and do podcasts every once in a while. And it's always fascinating when I do podcasts with you because I always learn so much about like motorcycles and things. It's actually pretty cool that you know so much. And I think the thing that shocked me was that you haven't been a lifelong Harley guy. Like you decided to buy a Harley just a couple of years ago. And now you now have the sickness.
Yeah, and you'll find it interesting. Actually, I learned a lot of the things I know about motorcycling from this guy over here.
How about that?
Yeah.
So you learned about girls from me. I learned about motorcycles from you. You learned about motorcycles and girls from him.
No, not girls. He learned about girls from me.
Oh, so it's circular. It's very.
I don't know about this. We could go back and forth on this.
Yeah,
remember how to pick up a girl on a motorcycle. That was a video we had.
Start the motorcycle. That should be about it.
Yeah, pretty
Jesus
much.
Christ, man. Dude, I played the game. Dude, I played the game on hard mode, and I swear to fucking God, if I had a motorcycle in Vegas, I would probably still be in Vegas because I probably have 74 kids.
Yeah,
it's literally the cheat code.
All right, let's get into it here. As always, we go live on Instagram for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then we're going to switch everybody over to the YouTube channel so you can watch the entire podcast in all its glory.
Yes.
Justin, really quick question. Give me a one-word answer. Is cheating forgivable?
Just one word?
Okay, fine. Give me 3 words.
I'll give you 2. Hell no.
No, sir.
So, as a man, I think cheating is never forgivable.
No.
A woman cannot cheat. That's it. She's done.
I learned that one the hard way.
Oh, yeah, of course. I think we've all learned that one.
Haven't we all?
Now, the thing is, I think, and none of us are women, so I don't want to speak for all women, but I think women are way more apt to forgive cheating.
Yes.
For the right man.
Absolutely.
Am I right, Donovan?
100%, man. It's interesting when it comes to cheating. Well, listen, we all know the higher your inherent value as a man in terms of sexual market value, in terms of your sexual currency and your dating currency or relationship market value, the higher you have of both, the more willing a woman is to forgive you for cheating. However, she cannot admit that out loud. She can't say, if my billionaire boyfriend cheats on me, I am going to stay. She can't say that out loud because that makes her look bad. Oh my God, why would you stay with that cheater? I don't think I've ever heard any woman in the history of wherever who says, if I had a billionaire boyfriend and he cheated, I would just let it go. I would stay with him. No, they always say, right. If he cheats on me, no matter what, I'm going to leave him. But guess what? Billionaire and millionaire boyfriends cheat on their women all the time. And those bitches don't go any goddamn where. So once again, what women say and what women do are 2 different things.
Yeah, you always got to watch what a woman does, not
oh my God, says. Yes, of course. Do not listen to these bitches, man. You got to watch them.
Justin, I keep telling you, man, I'm 100% convinced we're going to get canceled on YouTube before we hit 100 subscribers.
Dude, we're just calling it as we see it, man. I don't know what's wrong with that.
We're just speaking truth out here.
Not at all.
And, okay, so let's, because we're doing kind of a really condensed thing for Instagram so that then they can come over and get all the skinny. So is cheating the same for men as it is for women? When we get cheated on, do we look at it the same way?
No. Oh, no. We definitely don't look at it the same way. When there's a man, I don't want to go too far into the weeds on this, but how can I put this? The silver bullet for men is cheating on us, man. There are few things. I think the only thing in this world that emotionally hurts a man more than cheating, and I don't even know if this is the case, is maybe losing all your money. And even then, even then it might not even be that bad. The most emotional pain, the most emotional pains that I've ever had is the revelation or revelations of women who have cheated on me. It's like nothing you've ever felt. It's like it's almost like an out of body experience. Like you can't, it's like the hair is standing up all over your body. You can feel it, but you're still numb. And then of course you're not even thinking about eating. Any man who's ever been cheated on, man, you know what a grind that is emotionally, man. You can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't shit, you can't piss. Your entire mindset is just consumed by it. Now, when a woman gets cheated on, yeah, she does go through the same things, but there's no upside to a man when his woman cheats. There is upside for a woman when a man cheats. That upside is, okay, so my man is still sexually attractive to other women. Now, that's a hard way to have to find out, but they would rather, if a woman had two choices, hey, how would you like to be reminded that your man could still get other women? Because again, women don't want men that other women don't want. How would you like to be reminded? Would you like to be reminded that your man can still get other chicks by him actually fucking a chick, or or him just flirting with chicks? Rolla Tomasi says this all the time. Women are never okay with a man cheating, but she wants to know that he could if he wanted to. And a lot of times women throughout the relationship, it's always going on in their mind. Is he the best I can do? Is he the best I can do? Well, if a woman flirts with you and you flirt back, because just because you could cheat doesn't mean you would. If you could and would, that's even better for the woman. But when you flirt with a woman and she flirts back with you, she knows that you could and would if you could and would. So in a woman's mind, she's always asking herself, is he the best I can do? Well, when you cheat or show proclivities that could lead to cheating, that solidifies in her mind, okay, other women are still sexually attracted to him. For now, he is the best I can do. When she actually finds out that he stuck his dick in another chick, okay, it sucks and I can't eat for a week. But as long as she's not pregnant, as long as he didn't fuck her here, as long as he didn't knock her up and fuck up my bottom line, I guess I can make peace with it. Then when all of her friends and family ask her, why in the world did you get back with that cheating douchebag Donovan? They always have the same line. Well, we worked it out. He said he said it was really emotional cheating and it meant nothing to him, which it didn't. And he's never going to do it again. And he made a commitment to never cheat again. That's what they tell everyone else so that they don't look at her as a fool. Because if they say, why did you get back with Donovan? Well, I mean, is it really that bad that he cheated? Like, that's not the worst thing in the world that a man could do to a woman. No, they're going to be like, oh my God, you cheated.
Right.
You
They're
cheated.
going to rationalize it.
There you go. And we allow women to rationalize this. One last thing here. When it comes to infidelity as a man, it a lot of people say if your man loves you, he won't cheat. No. If your man loves you, he will not allow you to find out that you're sticking your dick in other chicks. That's the difference between a man who respects you and a man who doesn't. If a man doesn't respect you, he'll throw it all up in your face.
Apparently, a lot of men aren't good in that department.
That is, well, not a lot of men are not good in that department, and women are like fucking super sleuths when they suspect that their
They're
man
like
is cheating.
sex ninjas.
Right. Yeah. Jesus, yeah, you're not kidding.
Now, Justin, for you, is cheating objective or subjective? Meaning,
Ooh.
do you have a clear line of delineation where you say, okay, this is cheating? Or is it kind of like the old NFL referees used to say about what holding is?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'll know it when I see it.
Right. Or pornography.
I mean,
right.
in a committed relationship, on both parties, there's definitely a clear line. I mean, there's a clear line drawn in the sand. You know when you're emotionally cheating, and obviously anything physical is taking it to that next level.
Of course.
But I think emotional cheating these days in a committed relationship is the same. I mean, if I found out my girl was, flirting with some dude through text, maybe sending pictures and stuff, I'd lose my shit.
Yep.
Before we go off Instagram and just take it to the YouTube, let me give you an example. Actually, a very recent example in my own life. I was dating this girl. We were going for probably a couple of months. I don't know. And she started angling for the relationship. Eventually, I gave it to her. And I had full access to her Instagram, as I require from any woman that I'm committed to. Then her knowing that I have access to her Instagram, she was talking to another dude,
Ooh.
and she said this to him: "Next time I get my heart broken, I'll give you a call." To me, that's it.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Well,
Ciao.
guess what? He just got a new girlfriend.
Yeah, well, good for him.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with it.
Yeah, right.
I mean, to me, that's cheating.
I wonder if that was a subliminal message to you.
What?
Knowing that you had access and that you would see that.
She did try to play it off like it was, oh, I knew you were.
I meant to
Blah, blah,
do
blah.
it to show you that
I wanted to see how you'd react. She mentioned that.
Maybe she was trying to show you that she had options.
Oh, dude, that's the thing. Women don't have to show us they have right. Exactly, they have to show us they have options. She said, "I just wanted to see how you would react." Well, congratulations, you just found out.
Dude, I would send you the text message. That's exactly what I said. Congratulations, you did a really great job.
Yes, a bang up job. I want to go back to something that Joel said. Actually, both of you are talking about emotional cheating. For women, physical cheating is the manifestational end product of emotional cheating. Women rarely cheat physically before they cheat emotionally. When a woman cheats, it's long planned, right? She sees the guy, he's attracted. Now she can't shoot her shot because women are women. They're passive. They do it indirectly. They don't go up to a guy and say, "Hey, I'm attracted to you. I'd want to fuck you." No, they do it indirectly, like, "Hey, how are you and your wife? What's your relationship like? Blah, 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 blah." Then they flirt back and forth. Then, of course, she will put herself in position to make the infidelity happen. That's the worst way a woman can cheat, is when it's long planned, because now, emotion is involved. Now, women can cheat, on one night stands, it's no better or worse than cheating. Now, if she cheats on you on a one night stand, that means she's definitely emotionally checked out. But when she cheats on you with someone she is building a relationship with emotionally, that's far more devastating.
It definitely is. But to be honest, like, I believe that happened to me, and it wasn't. I can't really prove it, but I'm not stupid.
Let me stop you right there. If you said you believe it happened to you and you said you can't prove it, I got news for you.
It happened.
There you go. There it is. Yeah.
Well, so we're on the topic. Is it forgivable, right?
Right.
So let me get into this for a quick second. I have two
hang
stories.
On. Let's hold the phone on that. We're at 12 minutes now, so let's check off the Instagram, guys. In Instagram, I put the link on the comments there. Please come follow us over to YouTube and
Dating Dynamics.
Dating Dynamics. We're going to talk about this a whole lot more. So,
peace. Okay, good stuff. Oh shit, I'm in low power mode anyway on my phone. So
yeah, guys, if you want to join our YouTube, check out my story. There's a clickable link. You can click the YouTube, and it'll bring you directly to our YouTube live account right now.
Same here.
Good.
All right, let us reset. You are
clever
listening.
Use of the social media. Please continue.
Your idea, sir. Anyway, let's reset here. This is Will Smith's favorite new podcast, the J&J Dating Dynamics. I'm Jay. That's Jay over here. And down here, we have my boy Donovan Sharpe. Thank you for joining us, Donovan.
Yeah, of course, man.
Justin, you were about to tell us two quick stories.
Yes, sir. Let me sign off of my live. So, all right, real quick. I'll make these as quick as possible. So,
no, go ahead.
This is when I was like 21 years old. I hooked up with a girl. We ended up moving in together. And after like a year and some odd, one night she just doesn't come home.
Oh,
and
shit.
I was in a rock band. We had a show that night. And we go to the show. She pulls up with us to the show, decked out. Basically like we're going on our first date.
Yeah, like dressed to the nines and shit.
My manager is my best friend, and he's like, "Bro, something's up with your girl tonight, bro. She's looking really hot tonight, dude." She didn't come home that night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she pulled the same thing. I explained it on an earlier podcast, but she also did the same thing the following Saturday night.
Oh, wow.
So Friday, Saturday night doesn't come home. Sunday, I went to Home Depot, got a bunch of boxes, changed the locks on the door,
right.
packed all her stuff. She came home, tried to get in. Her key wasn't working. She's calling me. I opened the door. She tries to get in, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "You don't live here anymore." Like, I opened the door. I show her all the boxes. I'm like, "I packed everything. Like, call whoever you got to call." So that was at 21.
Ruthless.
Good job.
But at that age, I was also like, not on her, because that was probably one of my first loves.
Okay.
But before and after her, I was doing dirt all over the place. I'm not, I wasn't no angel back then. But for her, I did care. And then my most recent one, we were together for a year, total of 6 years. First year in, she's living with me.
Okay.
She decides to take a flight somewhere, a girls' trip.
Oh boy.
And
Wait, I can use it.
yeah.
Yeah. A challenge on
Yeah.
the field. Yes.
So girls' trip back home. And I found it odd that she was back home and didn't take any social media things like video or pictures with her family since she's back home. So she comes back, and something in your gut will never lie to you.
That's right.
She was asleep, and I'm never the guy to check a phone, but something told me to check.
Yeah.
And I'm very different from Joel. I don't need your passwords and stuff. I really want to be able to trust you. If I can't, like, get the hell out of here.
Well, we'll come back to that later.
Yeah.
I think I need to change your mind on that.
I definitely think I might need my mind changed on that.
Mm-hmm.
But so I got down to everything. I didn't see anything. I checked the email. I found an email.
Ooh, fuck.
I had the best time with you. I love you. Sex was amazing.
Fuck, dude.
Meanwhile, this is an older married man. Older married. So that's a year in. I forgave her because I had 5 years on her.
Sure.
And I used to do dirt. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe she's just young and dumb. And let me give her a shot.
Okay.
5 years down the line, I moved my ass to Miami.
Yes, sir.
And a year and a half in, we're done.
Man, dude.
Like, that's the thing. Once women seriously consider cheating, it's already over.
Yeah.
She's emotionally checked out.
Yep.
And once that happens, it's very, very, very hard to get her back.
You would have thought that I might have learned my lesson. Like, people always say, once a cheater, always a cheater. But I genuinely cared about the girl. I gave her a shot, and I proved it that it's absolutely unforgivable.
Yes. Yeah. Every girl that I have ever taken back after cheating ended up cheating on me again. And now here's the thing, Justin. I agree with you. I would love to be able to think that I could trust a woman enough not to have a password on her phone or anything like that. 60 years ago, that would be possible. And the reason why, I'll put it to you this way. 60 years ago, there were things put in place that made cheating very, very difficult for women. There wasn't the technology we had available. There was the social stigma. There's the scarlet letter. People always knew what everyone was doing, right? So it was reasonable to assume that any given woman that you were dating at the time, and probably for marriage or married at the time, was going to be trustworthy. You could go in thinking, okay, she's trustworthy simply because now this doesn't mean that women didn't do dirt back then, but it was a lot harder for them to do it. These days, cheating for women is easier than breathing. And the almighty smartphone is what makes it possible. The thing with trust is very interesting. And this is where a lot of people, a lot of men in particular, go wrong. We like to say, well, I'll trust anyone until they give me reason not to. This is where you fuck it up. Because modern women, the way you need to be with modern women, she needs to proactively earn your trust. You're not getting anything from me if you don't earn it first. Trust included. So if I'm dating a woman, I'm only taking her out on coffee dates, low investment dates, until she can prove to me that she is good company. If she can prove to me that she is good company and I appear to be plan A, then I might take her out for appetizers. If she proves to me a little bit more that she is even better company, then I might splurge for a dinner date. And if she continues to prove things to me, then I might actually let you spend the night every once in a while. But just because a woman earns your trust on Monday does not automatically carry over to Tuesday. At midnight, every night, the trust meter automatically resets. Women need to, and this is where so many men go wrong, as they are giving women trust who are not trustworthy the trust without them having to earn it. And modern women today, with the almighty smartphone, you got to proactively build trust with me. Because, dude, you go into a relationship with the average modern woman, dude, you go in already thinking she's probably fucking a bunch of dudes as it is, right? So we really need to, and I agree with you, Justin. I would love to be able to think that I could just trust a woman because she likes me. That is clearly not the case, as women cheat with impunity almost as a matter of habit. So boys and girls, never give any woman trust until she's earned it. Never, ever, ever give a woman anything until she's earned it. What's the definition of a simp? And we all have definitions of simps, right? They're the Donovan Sharpe definition of a simp is giving an undeserving woman access to your time, energy, attention, and resources. That's it. That's what being a simp is. Basically doing shit for a woman she didn't earn. Giving trust to a woman she didn't earn is simping. Buying shit for a woman she didn't earn is simping. Making a woman your girlfriend just because she's fucking you, that's simping. She did not earn the relationship, so she will not get it until she does. It's the same thing with trust.
So I do have a question for you, because
before you ask your question, guys, if you're watching and you're not subscribed to Donovan's channel, it's How to Relationship. And it's a great channel.
Hit the like button.
Evolved. I love the way your channel has evolved from.
Oh yeah.
It was pure game, then it became self-improvement. Now it's how to improve a whole relationship.
Yeah.
So I love your channel, and I watch it every chance I get.
Thanks, man.
I've been watching you since episode 4.
You're episode 4.
You're what, on episode like 2000 by now?
No, I'm on episode like 880 right now. You know what? It's funny. If I did number all of my episodes, I probably have somewhere around 30, because I've done somewhere around 3,800 videos just out there in the ethos. But you do little shorts and this and that. Okay.
Sorry, Justin, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, so the whole thing with simping. So I've always been like this hopeless romantic kind of guy, but it only when I truly like the girl.
Right. We're all hopeless romantics, by the way. That's how we are. But we can't, if a woman finds out we're a hopeless romantic, if you show signs of that to her, that's like a shark smelling blood in the water. It sucks. It sucks because of things I really want to.
Bro, so it's been like 3 years back out there, you know what I mean? And I found one recently. And bro, it's been a long time since I found one I liked, and I apparently I still don't know how to act.
Hey, if you don't know how to act, then guess what? You're doing it right. You're doing it right.
Man. Bro.
That's crazy. But what you just said, Donovan, that goes back to what Rollo always said. It's that men are the true romantics.
Yes.
Men are the ones that were expecting unconditional love.
Yeah.
When unconditional love is for children and tiny little dogs walking around here making a mess.
Basically, Donovan, my question was, so when do you feel like it's okay to actually simp and not be the typical stupid simp that's being taken advantage of? Like when you're in the relationship for like a year, 2 years, and now you're actually being the man you're supposed to be.
Of course. There are a lot of people who take an extreme approach to the red pill community. The how can I put this? The meathead red pill guide, the meathead red pill definition of simping is doing anything nice for a woman. Like I bought Devin a really, really nice birthday present. That's simping. I'll take Devin out to a nice dinner. That's simping. Motherfucker, the bitch has lived with me for going on 5 years. She built my I mean, you know what I mean?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like people think, oh, Donovan simps for his woman. No, he fucking doesn't. His woman earns, dude. Devin has earned every single Versace, Michael. She has earned it, dude. She's earned every vehicle, everything that I have ever done or bought for her. Dude, you can take it to the fucking bank. She earns it every fucking day.
Is this something that you think people need to hear about, and people might be misunderstanding the versions of simping out for women? Because I don't think anyone's actually touching on that like clearly down the middle.
Yeah,
there's a difference.
There's a big difference.
I don't want men out there thinking that it's not okay to be gentlemen and to step it up. You can, but it has to be the right woman and at the right time.
Not only that, and
she has to
the
earn
point, and Donovan, exactly. She
There
has
it is.
to earn.
That's it. We've got Kevin and John. Kevin does shit for his girlfriend. All his girlfriend does is fuck him. John does shit for his girlfriend because John's girlfriend helps him with his business. She does his bookkeeping. Well, guess what? Kevin's the simp and John is not. Like I said, and we really, really have to be careful because there are a lot of guys out there who call themselves red pill who really just like to dunk on women. And yeah, women are easy to dunk on, but when it comes down to it, women are not going to be. See, here's the thing: women are not going to be in a relationship that they're not getting anything out of. A guy likes to say, "Well, relationships are basically like prostitution." Listen, maybe that's really what it is, but men expect a woman to be this awesome in shape woman who cooks and cleans and all that for nothing, right? And so, well, Donovan bought Devin a, an $1,800 pair of shoes from Tom Ford. And then she gave him a blowjob. He's still paying. No, there is no paying. When you are in a relationship with a woman, there is an understood agreement. There is an understood agreement, unwritten agreement that in exchange for my tears, my time, energy, attention, and resources, you will give me sexual loyalty, obedience, deference, etc., etc. But guess what? If you're not giving a woman your time, attention, energy, and resources, then what reason does she have to suck your dick, cook, and clean? Right? Women got to get something out of the deal too. And there are a lot of meathead red pill guys out here thinking that they're just these red pill alpha guys out here getting all this stuff for women for literally nothing. No, guys aren't flying. Dude, Andrew Tate's not flying around on private jets just fucking girls in the ass and leaving. No, he shows them a good time. He lets them maybe take a picture on the private jet. There is always a value exchange involved, no matter what. And any man who thinks that doing anything nice for a woman, regardless of how she treats you, is simping, those guys have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. If your woman doesn't deserve good treatment, don't give her good treatment. But if a woman is busting her ass for you, if she stays in shape, if she's faithful, if she's deferent, if she's obedient, if she's kind, and you're just fuck it, I just fuck her in the ass and tell her to go home, she ain't sticking around. Because guess what? That's the equivalent of a bitch getting fat. Like, a woman not getting anything out of a relationship for a man that she bleeds for is the same as a woman getting fat. Neither one is getting what they want, so the relationship doesn't work. You can't get something for nothing. People say, well, you're going to pay either way. That's exactly right. Dude, shit ain't fucking free. Femininity's not fucking free, man. What Devin does ain't for fucking free. The reason why she does what she does for me is because she lives a good fucking life. And the reason why she lives a good fucking life is because of what she does for me. It's a value exchange. It's not a value loaded exchange.
You know what? I'm going to find it and I'm going to send it to Justin. One of your best episodes ever. It was before episode 100. Oh, wow. You did one episode called The Man's End of the Bargain.
Oh, yeah, the mail-in.
That was one of the best episodes. I learned so much from that episode. I'm going to send it to you, Justin.
Yeah. Okay.
And you go over exactly that. Like, you have your responsibilities too. It's not just your existence that she's going to live for.
Right.
You can't expect her to go to the gym, take care of herself, take care of your place, and do all these things when you're not taking care of your end of the bargain.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. Dick doesn't mean shit to women. Vagina means more to us than it does to them. Than dick does to them. The reason why dick is not as valuable to them is because they can get it anytime they want. The more abundant something is, the cheaper it is to them. The less abundant it is, the more expensive. This is basically the law of supply and demand. It's hard, dude. Even at the height of my Vegas powers, it was still extremely difficult to get laid. This is why vagina is just more valuable to men than dick is to women. So, but again, it is a value exchange. It's not a value loaded exchange. Here's the problem with women. They think that access to their vagina should get them access to your time, energy, attention, and resources. And unfortunately, a lot of men, that's all it takes. That's why women go into relationships with dudes like me thinking, well, I look good and I suck his dick good, so I'm going to get that relationship. Nope. Sorry. I have fucked literally hundreds of versions of you for literally nothing. So if you want an in with what I've got to offer, you've got to bring more than pussy, titties, and ass, as far as I'm concerned.
Donovan, is that, and Justin, jump in anytime you want on this. What you just said, is that the result of women being overvalued by social media?
Yes, it's women being overvalued by social media and men in general. You think about it like this, and this is through no fault of their own. If somebody's going to give you something you're not, if somebody were to say, Donovan, we want you to play for the Kansas City Chiefs, we're going to pay you $300 million. But But wait a minute, I'm 45 years old and I've never played NFL football. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to sign on the dotted fucking line,
Right.
wear the ball
Bro.
cap and clipboard and collect my fucking checks. So it doesn't make women bad people for taking advantage of all the attention that comes their way. So here's how this goes. Especially attractive women in the United States, they live the best lives of any class of human on the planet in the history of the planet. Not their fault. Attractive women live better lives than non-attractive women. That's always the way it's been. That's always the way it's going to be. The woman's primary agency is her sexual attractiveness. That's what it comes down to. And a lot of guys think they understand that. But listen, man, even though beauty is more common than high value men, it's not free. There are things that you have to do and be to get access to things such as this.
Can you imagine if roles were reversed?
Oh my God.
Can you imagine what it was to be like pedestalized?
Oh my God, dude. It's like I said, it's not women's fault because beauty is exalted. Beauty is it's nice to look at. The power of femininity is the most powerful force on earth.
Seriously.
Femininity is more powerful than masculinity because femininity has more control over masculinity than the inverse. That's why femininity will always be more powerful than masculinity. But there are a lot of men out there who think that vagina equals femininity. So they move heaven and earth for access to a woman's vagina who just happens to have a nice wrapper. That's where we're going wrong, man.
And that's the same reason why a lot of men end up forgiving cheating women who look good just because they look good.
I just feel like this is like a never-ending circle that just like there's so many things wrong and it's all off balanced.
Yeah, it sucks, man. A lot of our detractors like to say, yeah, well, it shouldn't be this way. And I agree, it shouldn't be this way. But I don't teach men to deal with the way women should be. I teach men to deal with the way women are. I remember I had this one guy on my show. His name is David West. And I actually had Kevin Samuels, dude, shout out to him.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man. I need to deal with that. I still haven't dealt with that. So that's probably why I've been drinking a little more, but we'll get into that later. But I remember I was talking to him. I was on a one-on-one with him. It was actually a pretty good episode. He's a good dude. I like the guy. But Kevin was in the chat and Kevin was mad because he doesn't like it when people use religion to justify, certain relationship tenets. And so David was like, oh, yeah, Kevin Samuels, he's been divorced twice. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? He's like, well, I said, who do you get your relationship with? Well, my pastor. I said, why do you do that? He's like, okay, wait a minute, Donovan. So you want me to take relationship from a man who's been divorced twice or my pastor who's been married for 40 years? No, thank you. I said, dude, your pastor's going to teach you to deal with women 40 fucking years ago. Kevin Samuels knows about the women today. That's the problem with men is they still have this rosy view of the way women should be because, of course, everyone around still tells us that girls. It's so funny. There are men out here who still think that girls are made of sugar, spice, and everything nice when you can't walk out the door without seeing a woman with a tattoo. It's beyond me.
I love women with tattoos.
Oh my God.
Sure, sexually, yes,
totally.
but
listen, so do I. A woman with a tattoo literally tells the world, don't commit to me, fuck me and chuck me. Great. I don't have to put in much effort, right? If she doesn't have any tattoos or any piercings, or I'm like, okay, wait a minute, there's no tattoos. Well, all right, now I have to look out for the kinds of behaviors. Those girls are a little bit harder to game because you can't really gauge. But if you've got a girl with a neck tattoo talking about I'm traditional, you know what? So am I. I'm going to traditionally fuck you in the ass when I get you back to my apartment later.
We're still getting canceled.
I have a feeling this is perhaps my biggest problem in the dating world because I want like a hot tatted biker chick.
Well, that and the shirt you're wearing, as Jeremy says.
Dude, the shirt is fucking gangster. I fucking love the shirt. Dude, I will tell you.
Palm trees, bro.
Dude, I love shit like that, man. I love shit like that. Yeah, listen.
Funny story. Sorry, Justin, funny story. Donovan came to Miami. He was going to do a show, and he did a convention here in Miami. And he's like, dude, I got to look the part. So he calls me up. I take him down to the Aventura Mall. He walks out in the Guayabera and the linen suit. It was fucking great.
I still have it. I still have all of that.
Of course you do.
And it's funny. I like the look so much. I called up Kevin. I was like, you know what? I'm still trying to figure out what my style personality is. Is the Miami Vice look? He says, Donovan, no, it's not.
Don't overdo it.
Damn. I said, damn. I was mad at that because I liked it. But yeah, that's That was actually, dude.
Sorry, I cut you off there.
Listen, that was at the Aventura Mall. Because, dude, I'm gonna tell you what, that shopping trip changed my fucking life. That was fucking great. Oh my god, we had a lot of fun. Ate at the Dwayne Wade and Udonis Haslam's restaurant. It was fun.
Yeah, that was cool. So I can take credit for changing your life in some way.
Yeah, absolutely. I wear those shirts to bowling league.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
everybody loves them. They're like, oh, look at you all snazzed up. I was like, yeah,
That's awesome.
hashtag Vice City Donovan.
Actually, I didn't know if you know this, but you two don't live too far away from each other. Justin's in Jersey City.
Close, North Bergen.
Oh yeah, I live in Cherry Hill, man.
I have family in Cherry Hill.
Oh
look
wow,
at that.
small world.
And Mount Laurel.
What, dude? Mount Laurel is like a hop, skip, and a jump away from here, man.
Yeah.
And of course, we're 10 minutes from Philly. Lately we've actually spent more time in Philly than New Jersey. But yeah, I like this area, but it's time to go. I've had it.
Yeah, you're going out west.
Where would
right?
you go?
I'm moving to Reno. Yep.
Really?
Yeah, I lived in Vegas for almost 8 years. And to sort of cool down before the Vegas life swallowed me up, I decided, well, I don't want to leave the West Coast, so let me move to Las Vegas light. Got anger management counseling, et cetera, et cetera. I didn't realize at the time how much I loved the area until I moved out here to Cherry Hill. I liked it out here at first, but it quickly became clear to me that I'm definitely a West Coast guy. So, and a lot of guys are like, man, you should move to Miami. Trust me, I have considered it. But I can't move to Miami for the same reason I can't move to Las Vegas.
Miami
It's bad
is
for my relationship.
nuts.
It's
And
bad for my relationship.
Jeremy in the chat, can you please make your question more concise? I don't really understand. He says,
can you trust a married woman?
can you trust a married woman? 13 years of a relationship, but no sex. Very rare and unpleasant for her.
Oops.
Minuteman type, can't get her pregnant, so she cheats. So you're saying a woman's in a relationship, 13 years. The guy's a two-pump chump, can't please her. She can't get pregnant, so she cheats. Can you trust that woman? I would say, if that's your question, Jeremy, I would say no.
Well, I don't. Is he married to this woman?
Well,
Like,
no,
is it
Jeremy's
his
not
wife?
married. But
Oh, okay. So
I-
so he's thinking about getting it on with a married woman. He wants to know if you can trust her.
I think I know what he's saying. He's saying, so like, all right, you find a woman that's married and now she's cheating on her husband with you.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, okay.
Can you? So let me get this straight. He's
can
asking,
you trust her moving forward when she's done with that man?
right? So can I trust a married woman I am cheating with? The answer is clearly no. Of course not.
So yeah, if you're the guy she's cheating on with, no, you can't trust her.
Of course you can't fucking trust her, man. Because you'd be so, dude. Oh my god, you'd be. And Justin, Joel, you guys probably have these experiences. A lot of guys who don't have a lot of experience. When you have a lot of experience with women, like when you've banged, every blonde, brunette, and purple-haired bitch out there, you at some point you're going to run into a married chick or a chick who's in a relationship. This is just how it works. It is beyond me why every single time you're fucking these broads, they want to give you a play-by-play spreadsheet on how they got away with the cheating. Like, why are you telling me how you're getting away with the cheating? And then 3 weeks later into the affair, now, well, I broke up with my boyfriend. I want to be with you. Wait, I'm sorry. You told me that you took a picture at the mall with your friend to make him think that you were with her, but you're with me. And now you want a relationship with me?
Yeah, that doesn't work like that.
Dude, you know what? I was so heartbroken when that last situation happened with me.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I look back at it now and it's like, honestly, she jumped from relationship to relationship, and I'm just like, you're a sad individual because you don't know who you are.
I've got news for you, Justin. Every woman monkey branches from relationship to relationship.
But
woman,
for me, that's so sad.
It is. Listen, this is why the dating market is sad. See, just because a woman has a boyfriend all the time doesn't mean she's not a slut, right? That's just all there is to it. Because women who cheat in relationships are obviously hoes. But there's in every single romantic relationship a woman has always overlaps with the last one and the next one. They always overlap. A woman never ends a relationship with you until she started another relationship first. That is modern women's mind, that their default is to set that. They will not end the relationship until they have another branch firmly in their grasp.
They need a whole entire exit strategy.
Real talk.
Absolutely.
Real talk.
And you know what? I go back to my marriage, and I look back at it, and I thought about this while I was in it, but I almost didn't want to believe it.
Mhm.
But I saw her planning the entire exit strategy,
Wow.
like from me wanting a computer, and she would say something like, "Okay, you can buy a new computer, but the two that we have, they're mine." To her not wanting to put my name on the mortgage, to a million different things that I can go back to right now.
Yeah.
And say to myself, okay, she was plotting her exit
Of
strategy.
course.
And I would ask, I remember I asked her one time, I think it was about the computer thing, or it was something about that. I'm like, it almost seems like you're plotting an exit.
Are you
Because like,
planning to leave me? Of
yeah,
course
no,
not.
of course not.
Are you planning to
What?
leave me?
Oh, you
Actually,
got
well,
me.
yeah, you
Well,
got. Yeah, actually,
yeah,
I'm gonna come clean. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm planning to leave. No, dude, I was so dumb.
Oh,
So
So
one thing I did have access to was like my ex's bank account.
oh
And that's
shit!
interesting.
we didn't have social media passwords, but we had,
You had that bank password. God damn it!
and I'm watching her money go up, and I'm just like,
Oh,
Oh, that's interesting.
and then she's traveling, and I'm just
somebody's
like,
financing that.
Oh yeah.
bro,
What did she do for a living?
you guys are
Nothing.
you guys are gonna rip me a new one for this one.
Hold on. Let me guess.
Bartender.
She was sponsored. She's definitely sponsored.
Absolutely. We're sponsored.
Of course she was
Hey,
sponsored.
do you remember that website, Tag the Sponsor? Is that still up? Because I would love to do an episode on that.
You know what, man? I wrote an article on Return of Kings. Tag the sponsor. Tag the sponsor. IG. What?
Do you know what that is, Justin?
No.
Is this website that exposes all these Instagram models for taking like thousands of dollars for Dubai trips where they just get treated like absolute garbage. Like
No
They
way.
literally, it's. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the tag the sponsor is still up there. Yep, it's still up
Oh
there.
wow. Okay,
Yep, still up there.
I'm gonna do some refreshing, and we're gonna do an episode on that. Justin.
That's why I have a strict rule: never kiss a woman who has ever been to Dubai. Never, ever, ever. You want to know why? Because when they pay these girls to fly out to Dubai, yeah, they fuck them and all that other kind of stuff. But there's almost always shit involved. Like they get paid $30,000 and $40,000 for 5 or 6 Arab oil sheiks to literally shit on them, literally like actual feces. That's why you never kiss a woman who has ever been to Dubai.
I don't even understand what kind of woman would accept like some random DM like from some buddy in Dubai. Like that's just so sketchy. Like,
Well, I'll show you the
Hey.
website. It goes through it literally shows you the entire DM thread.
Oh, yeah,
It's freaking incredible.
Yeah, it shows you all that stuff.
insane.
And
Yeah,
the rationalization that goes on between these girls, like I remember there was this one where the girl said, "Hey, I'm gonna fly out and we're gonna have a good time, and you're gonna pay me for my company, but you're not paying me for my sex. I'm gonna have sex with you because I want to, but you're only paying me for my company." I'm like, oh my god, bitch, listen. Listen, if there's no shame in your game, then how are you gonna take a steamy shit to the face but then not admit that you're actually getting paid to fuck? Like, dude, it's.
But how do they not even weigh in? Like, am I gonna get killed? Am I gonna be kidnapped, tortured?
Doesn't matter. And some girls do get killed. Some girls do get killed. Yeah, this is just. But this is how stupid women are. They're willing to risk it all to get a picture on a private jet. Oh, here I'm here in Dubai and I'm in a pool and blah 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 blah. That's why all these Miami yacht thoughts. It's they think that they're actually doing something by getting their picture taken on a yacht. When I see a girl who is in Miami on a yacht, that 100% tells me one of two things is true. You either just got butt fucked or you're about to get butt fucked, because you're not on that yacht for nothing, and it's not your yacht.
It's hilarious that you bring that up. I saw this meme on Only in Date, Justin, that account, and it was this beautiful girl on the top, blah blah blah. She was kind of telling off a guy. And it said, "You'll never find another girl like me." She was gorgeous. Right below it, a picture of her with a drink on a boat, and literally behind her, there was like 25 girls that looked exactly like her.
There you go.
It's insane.
Basically,
honestly,
they all think they're unique.
I was living in Miami, and I recently just moved back up to Jersey to focus on work. But dude, that was it. Part of the deciding factor was just like the women in Miami.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that's the game on hard mode.
There's no place for a regular blue collar dude.
No.
And I make white collar money, in a blue collar field.
Right.
And
But girls want the status and the clout too,
Oh.
right? A girl would rather date a CEO who makes $250,000 a year than a plumber who makes
bro,
$500,000.
I had hits on the radio in 2013, but
Oh,
that was
fair enough.
2013.
Yep.
Right.
What
That
about
was already
2022?
too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude,
No,
bitches
listen.
they got their priorities out of whack.
I am wholly convinced in Miami I've gotten laid more because of the downtown apartment I had, and because of the motorcycle, and because of the cute puppy that I have walking around here.
There you go.
Making a mess. You
The
little
cheat
prick.
code.
Yeah, but he's making a mess.
I fucking love that.
Yeah,
Don't-
seriously.
Anyway,
I
but
mean,
yeah,
it literally
I'm convinced
sounds
that
like it sounds so bad because it's like, don't take candy from strangers, but it's literally what you have to do as a man. You have to like lure them in with things that you have.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
why? Joel, you say it. We are made. It's what we can do.
right. No, and look, a lot of these
what we're judged on.
idioms I picked up from Donovan and from Rolo. And Donovan, you know this one very well. Women are born, men are made.
That's right. Absolutely. Yeah.
You know?
Men. Yeah. Men are made. Men have to become. Women are born with inherent value. And the difference between a man's value and a woman's value is given to her up front. When a woman is born, she has everything she needs to get everything she needs. If she can make it to the age of 18 without getting pregnant, getting a tattoo, any crazy piercings, if she can not smoke or drink and still a virgin, she literally has a lottery ticket. A man at 18 years old, we ain't shit. That's why it takes us a little that's why it takes a little longer for us to get things going. But yeah, this is why women take their value for granted, because it's given to them, right? That's why women who are good looking, that's why they date around so frivolously, because they think, oh, I'm always going to look like this and I'll settle down when I'm ready to settle down. But men who used to be geeks, nerds, couldn't get laid, once we get to the top, we do whatever the fuck it takes to stay here, because we knew what it was like before we had all what we had. So,
and I bring it back to last week's episode, Justin, when we saw in the online dating stats where the number one thing men lied about was their status, what they had. They made themselves look richer.
Yeah.
Women, the number one thing they lied about, how old they were, and their photos.
Well, here's the thing. When a man lies on a dating app about what he has and what he's got, that's the equivalent of women using filters.
Exactly.
Women using filters and what they tell you about themselves. A woman who lies to you and says, yes, I'm a traditional girl, I've never cheated, blah, 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 blah. This is my profile picture. And then a guy takes him out, then she goes out with a guy she's not romantically interested in, right? Never calls him again, right? Nobody has a problem with that. But a guy meets a girl on a dating app. He tells her, yeah, I'm this, rock star CEO, blah, 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 blah. He ends up having sex with her without having to take her for dinner. Now it's a crime. So, and this is one of the main differences between how men and women are cheated. I'm sure you guys have both seen that article that says up to 30% of women are on Tinder just to get fed. So up to 1 out of 3 women who go on a date on Tinder, foodie calls, right? They call this, oh, it's very smart, it's economical, blah, 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 blah. But the minute a man does the equivalent, they make a fucking Netflix special about him called what? The Tinder Swindler. The guy, the Dine and Dash dater. Wait a minute. What's the difference between what the Tinder Swindler and the Dine and Dash dater did between what women are doing on a regular basis? So women can lie about their intent. Women can indirectly lie about their intentions in order to get something of value out of you, but we can't do the same to them. It's fucked up.
That's the thing. They want, at the same time, they want you to be the traditional man who's paying for the dates, taking them out, doing all these things without them doing their end of the traditional.
We have
traditional lifestyle.
Yeah, we have non-traditional women wanting traditional men. But here's the thing. They know that men want traditional women. So they dress themselves up like a traditional woman, right? We know that women like men with money and resources and all that. That's the way we dress ourselves up. But anytime a man gets over on a woman, it's a fucking federal fucking crime. Call the FBI. A girl had sex with a guy who lied to her about what he did for a living. Lock him the fuck up. But again, she just and she does this the day after she was on a foodie call. Like, oh my God, like he told me he made $250,000. It was all a total lie. But she went on a foodie call with Brent. She went on a foodie call with Brent the night before. It's stupid.
Can you imagine trying to be like them and like literally setting ourselves up for dates just like that? Like, I'm gonna go rent a Lamborghini. I'm gonna put fake abs and like, dude, take her to the most expensive place. And like, I don't know, man.
Take her with the check.
and
let
hit it
me
with the check.
let me reset here for the last 15 minutes and get us back on topic. You are watching the J&J Dating Dynamics podcast.
Yes, sir.
I'm Jay. That's Jay over here. Down here, I'm counting on the help of my friend today, Donovan Sharpe, expert. I don't know what to call you anymore. Dating coach, relationship coach.
Yeah, I guess. I guess I do consider myself. I don't want to call myself a relationship expert because there's so many people that call themselves relationship experts, and
Yeah.
then everybody likes to classify us as dating coaches. I'm not a dating coach, dude. I'm not a dating coach. I'm not a life coach. I'm just a guy that teaches you how to not get fucked over by women and get the best out of life.
Amen.
All it is.
Amen. Follow him at Donovan Sharpe on Instagram. How to Relationship on YouTube. If you don't follow him yet, please do comment on the chat. I'll read your questions. Thank you, Donovan, for joining us on our Virgin
course.
In podcast. So let's get back on track here. We've established that cheating is not forgivable.
Right.
My question is, why do men cheat versus why do women cheat? Is cheating equal on both sides?
No. Men and women show fidelity in different ways. Okay. Women show fidelity through sexual loyalty. Men show fidelity through their time, attention, energy, and resources. A man cheats because he's horny. A woman cheats because the relationship's over. She wants out.
So does that mean it's more okay for a man to cheat than for a woman to cheat because he's not emotionally involved?
That's a good question. Is it more okay? You know what? This is interesting. We all hear the saying, all's fair in love and war. Stay with me here because I think I can explain this.
Okay.
The reason why we ask questions like this, let me take it one step back. The reason why human beings are the dominant species on the planet is because we have, number one, we have opposable thumbs, which makes a big difference. Number two, we have the ability to reason on 30 different levels, right? And so when you throw the ability to reason in with your natural instincts, this is when things can get kind of muddy. So we're the only species on the planet that feels some type of way that our mate is fucking somebody else. But if you go out into the Serengeti, lioness number one isn't upset when she sees the alpha male of the pride fucking lioness number three, right? She doesn't say, you know what? Oh, he's fucking lioness number three. I'm leaving. No, that's just the way it fucking is. He's the alpha. He gets to fuck all the women, right? The same thing plays out in real life, but the women seem to have a problem with it. And the reason why women have a problem with it is their ability to reason. And their ability to reason comes from all of the validation. Women are told they're so much more valuable than they really are. This is why they always take it so personally when a man cheats on them. My vagina should be all that's necessary. No, sweetheart, it's not. Now, the reason why they think this is because it's enough for most people. So if he actually has the audacity to stray and stick his dick in another vagina, the world is going to end.
Right. How many times have we watched the Fresh and Fit podcast and Myron will literally ask, why should a man with you? And their response is, this pussy is just too good.
Yep. There it is.
Like,
They either say, well, this pussy, or I'm a boss bitch. I'm driven. I'm motivated. Yeah. I'm a boss bitch. And I've got a business. Now I'm building an empire. We don't need none of that. No.
Yeah.
No.
Men don't care about the material part.
Dude, I'd rather play with it myself than deal with all of that. Seriously.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, dude.
I
tell Devin all the time, man. When and if this doesn't work out, I'm done with relationships. I don't have the time, brah. I really fucking don't.
And you see it that's actually more mainstream than most of the other things we're talking about. You see it on the news. All these women asking, why are men checking out of the dating world? Why are men not wanting to marry?
Yep.
That's the whole MGTOW movement.
Yeah, the game, dude. I mean, the game is rigged, man. And it's it's funny. A lot of people, I'll actually, this is a conversation Devin and I had. I told her, I said, you want to know something? I said, it's interesting that I teach men how to be in good relationships with modern women from a modern point of view. But if somebody just came up to me, one person said, Donovan, tell me how to become successful with women. I have endless resources. I want to know how to be successful with women. My advice, leave the country, move to Eastern Europe, go to Southeast Asia, et cetera, et cetera. That is the only thing. That is the one and only thing that men can do to almost guarantee their success with women is to move. Now, you don't want to move to Australia, don't want to move to Canada, you don't want to move to the UK. Now, there are other places like Sweden where they're feminist hotbeds, but
Right.
and Swedish people, I mean, they're clearly attractive, but those are the four mainstays of westernized feminism.
Mhm.
If you have the resources, dude, get the hell out of the United States. But most men in the United States don't have the resources or the fearlessness to move to another country. So that's why I'm
Even
here. If you're not going to move to
even
another country, then I'll tell you how to deal with women here.
even if you don't have the resources, I was actually looking into this not too long ago. I was thinking about going abroad to spend a year or two
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
You don't need all that much money. You can live comfortably in
dude,
Portugal for $2,000 a month.
easy, easy.
You
Yeah,
can
dude.
live comfortably in Costa Rica
Yep,
for like $1,200 a month,
yep.
and that's like in a nice apartment in the city
Dude,
or on a
that
little
is
house right by the
so.
beach.
So that's the whole reason why I want to even start this podcast. That's insane. I have to leave my home to go find a good woman. Leave my home country.
You're right. You're
Are
right.
you kidding me,
No, you're right. And I like your audacity. I feel this, dude. I feel exactly the same way.
bro?
But
It's terrible.
it is. It's terrible.
Do
But this
you
is how it
think?
is.
Do you guys think that eventually there's going to be a cap, and that all of this is going to boil over, and
Yeah,
somehow women are going to like? I think men will completely withdraw, and women will kind of get the point. Like,
something's
oh
got to give.
shit.
Something's got to give, right? I
Absolutely.
I'm
think I
not saying
think
it's going to happen within our lifetime, but maybe within.
there are signs of it starting to happen. I don't think it's going to happen in our lifetime, but yeah, something's got to give. If things can't continue going the way they're going in the dating market, otherwise we're going to run out of people. So at some point, things like the world and culture has a way of correcting itself, right?
Right.
If obviously feminism has it's widespread, it's taken over, but there's you can start to see there's a little bit of pushback. There's just a little bit of pushback. By the time it's at a full blown, okay, we're going to change the culture all the way back. The three of us will be 6 feet under, but it will happen. It's probably not going to happen in our lifetime, but you can see signs of it starting to happen here and there.
Now the question is, with most, and feminism fits right into here,
Mhm.
but with most mass movements that have happened throughout American history, and I'm a former political guy, that's why I kind of
Oh
stick into
yeah,
a lot
right, of
about these
course.
things. Is there going to be an overcorrection? Is it
There's
going to
oh
swing
yes,
wildly the other way?
there is always an overcorrection, and I'll actually use the politics as an example. So Jimmy Carter's a good man, terrible fucking president. Good man, terrible fucking president.
Yeah, I can probably
So
debate that one, but
oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, you probably could. I don't want any. You listen. You've got the knowledge there, but so we corrected and we put Ronald Reagan in office, right?
right.
Then Ronald Reagan did such a good job in appealing to the Democrats that we actually then we elected George Herbert Walker Bush, or Bush the Elder. Well, guess
He
what? We
screwed it up.
decided it's time for a change. So then we went to Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton put it way out there, right? Another 8 years. Wow, we can't have Bill Clinton. So we overcorrected to George W. Bush. George W. Bush pushed it even further. Then we way overcorrected to
To
Barack
Obama.
Obama. Obama put it way the fuck out there. So we way overcorrected to Donald Trump. Donald Trump put it into the fucking stratosphere, so much so that things happened. And
Yeah.
we haven't pushed it as far as Obama has gone. But and Biden is not he's not as far left
No.
as Obama, but he's close. And so it's almost like the pendulum is starting to slow down a little bit. So when we talk about feminism versus masculinity, traditionalism versus this new age thinking, I think there will be an overcorrection, but that overcorrection, the overcorrection to the other way, it's going to take a lot longer than the overcorrection to feminism,
Right.
because it did not take feminism very long to erode this country. Dude,
Well,
just over a half a century, and look at us now.
not to go so deep into it, but do you feel like this was, because I've heard that this was a plan like incentivized by like the Rothschilds to break apart the family unit in general, and like just the whole like girl power movement and the whole dude, I don't know. It's just
Maybe.
I,
I'm not a deep state kind of guy, but it wouldn't shock me to find out something like that was true.
Wait, what
well,
did you say? I missed what he said. What did you say?
Me?
No, Justin.
Oh, go ahead.
I sent Joelle a video not too long ago, and there was someone that was into the like feminist movement, but she was very aware of like there's radical feminism and then there's actual feminism.
Yeah, sure.
And she mentioned the name, and I have to go back and get the name, but there's a billionaire that's literally
George Soros.
I don't think it was Soros, but they're pushing basically transgender and gay because of the pharmaceutical money to be made.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, a lot of that's I agree that listen, I'm sure that this stuff is tied together. I'm not smart enough to make
Dude,
those
you
connections,
have to
but I
be on hormones for the rest of your life once you start taking them.
yeah, of course.
And the same thing with sex change operations. Like they will gain a mass amount of money
Of course.
as long as they keep pushing it.
I wouldn't doubt that at all. But and you're right, man. That's why if the pendulum is gonna swing back towards the tradition, it's gonna take a little while longer because now the country is financially invested in this movement. What's happening right now, and I gotta jump after this. What this is, gentlemen, we live in an age where it's a culture of death. That's what it is. It's a culture of death. Noit Roba, spelled backwards, aka Roe v. Wade, that literally excuses the 1/870 of people who haven't been born yet. That's death. Then we have people wanting to change their. And I'm trying to stay away from the words. They want to change themselves. They want to go from one team to the other, literally and physically and figuratively. When you have people taking their ability to reproduce the way they were born to reproduce, we run out of people. That is more death. Everything, it's almost like everything our culture seems to be pushing, it's almost like there's an agenda to mass reduce the population.
Yeah,
that's one of the main common denominators to all of this, to all of this going on. I'm trying to be very, very careful here, but that seems to be the main common denominator.
I'm gonna get us canceled over here.
Yeah, I know. We just don't want people. We don't want people having babies. That's
what? Let me end it here. Anytime you try to use policy or use the media or use propaganda to socially engineer gender dynamics or the population, it goes wrong. And the Chinese are finding out the hard way now.
That's right.
With the one-child policy.
That's right.
Let's leave it at that.
Yep.
Donovan, I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah,
Justin, any final thoughts?
For having me.
Final thoughts. Don't ever forgive a cheater.
Amen. Donovan, any final thoughts?
Yeah, never.
Do me a favor, so I get him right. Plug your channel, plug your Instagram.
Oh yeah. Follow me on Instagram at Donovan Sharpe and the number 1 at Donovan Sharpe 1. Follow me on YouTube. How to relationship. I'm actually thinking about changing the channel back to Donovan Sharpe because my SEO guy is telling me that we're not doing so good in the algorithm, and he thinks that could be the reason why. And I am Donovan Sharpe, so it is what it is. But yeah, my final thoughts. The reason why you don't take back a cheating woman is because she will further lose respect for you. Okay, no matter how much she begs and pleads, she already didn't respect you in the first place by cheating. She further didn't respect you by allowing herself to get caught. If you take back a woman who disrespected you in the worst way on your watch, and then take her back, her respect for you has plummeted. That's why 674% of men who have taken back cheaters have their women end up cheating on them again. It's just a lack of respect. That's why you don't do it. And women do not love men. They do not respect. That's all there is to it.
Amen to that. And with that, we're going to end it. Do me a favor, guys. Stay in the studio for just a second. Though, Donovan, I know you got to go. I'll make it real quick. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Night.